Hello lovely people, today I'm gonna be showing you how to get this smoky brown chocolate eye makeup. Here is how I came up with the idea for this look. Okay, I was laying on my couch and I was thinking what look I want to create in my next video, and I wasn't really coming up with anything. I couldn't concentrate, my mind was wandering, and my next thought was I want to have some chocolate right now. So in that moment, I kind of merged my two thoughts. What I want to create in my next video, and I want to have chocolate right now. Whoop! I want to create a chocolate smoky eye. So here is how I came up with the idea. This is the result. It's a little bit dark, it's so sultry, and I hope you guys like it. So without losing any time, let's go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. Let's go. Alright guys, so I want this video to be quick and simple and easy, so I'm gonna start off right away with my brows. I'm gonna start brushing my brow hairs upwards. And I'm using a clean spoolie. This is the spoolie that comes with my brow pencil, which is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 3. And I'm gonna add some of it in the areas where I don't have that many brow hairs. I'm pretty happy with my brow shape lately. I'm trimming, plucking, tweezing my brows myself, and I'm really happy with the result. Like, I'm really proud with myself. And when my brows look good before I even get started with my makeup, it's so much easier to fill them in and, you know, shape them. But yeah, I'm really happy with my natural brow shape lately. That can all change in just a few weeks. I can really mess them up, but I'll try not, hopefully. Now I'll go ahead and take some concealer. This is the Maybelline Anti-Age Multi-Use Concealer in the shade Ivory. This is, first of all, it had a sponge. I removed it, that's why it looks like that. But this is a very light shade of concealer, and I'm using more light shade on purpose because when I brighten up my brow bone area, it will make my brows look more lifted, it will add some brightness. I know it looks like very, like, whew, okay, what's going on there? But it won't be that intense once I have my eye makeup on, I promise. And I don't want to clean up the top part of my brows with that bright shade. So I'm gonna take my foundation today. I'm using the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation in the shade 140. I already have it all over my face, but I'm gonna use it to clean the top part of my brows. And lastly, locking all the hairs in place with a clear brow gel. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, what is this? Clear brow gel. A really important part of this look is priming your eyes, so make sure you don't skip this step. I'm using a primer by Fenty Beauty. It's their Pro Filter Eye Primer. Now I want this look to be very simple, easy, and most importantly, beginner friendly. So I'm going to be using two eyeshadows for this whole look. For today's look, I'm gonna be using this Tarte Bio Naturally eyeshadow palette. It has beautiful everyday colors inside and a big, nice mirror here. So I'm gonna just grab a flat brush. Any flat brush will do, but just make sure that it's a little bit thicker. I'm gonna be using the Sigma E57, and I'll grab some of this brown shade, loading my brush with that color, tapping out the excess, and this is going all over my eyelid. Okay, and this is what you want to have. I know that it looks so messy, so horrible, but you don't want to bring that eyeshadow higher than your crease. When you open up your eyes, you want to be able to see it slightly showing up in your crease there, but you don't want to bring it any higher than that. Okay, so now I'm taking a nice fluffy brush and I'm gonna pick some of this shade right here. Okay, tapping out the excess. I'll use this eyeshadow to diffuse the edges of the darker brown color that I applied all over my eyelid. So see, I'm using small circular motions here and blending out the edges of that brown shade. Okay, you want to take your time with this one. So what I'm basically doing now is I'm fading out that dark brown shade to my crease. Okay, I want to create that nice smoky effect, so I'm basically diffusing it in my crease. And that lighter shade that I have on my brush is really helping out. You can also use a clean brush for this step if you don't want to add any additional eyeshadows. It will be a little bit more difficult to blend it out. It may take you a little bit more time, but it's possible. You can do that as well. And I'm using a big fluffy brush and going over everything in the crease, just making sure that it's nice and blended and it looks beautiful. Wow, you guys, look at that, the power of blending. Oh my god, this eye is so sad, it's constantly tired, it's constantly in a bad mood, where this one drinks water, works out, gets stuff done. It goes. This is how you want your eye makeup to look, not like this. This is no. No. Let me really quickly blend this out because just looking at it, it makes me sad. Now take that brown shade on a smaller smudging brush. This one is the Sigma E20, and I'll add that along my lower lashes. Alright, I like this, but I'll keep it just in the outer half. I won't bring it further to the inner corner of my eye. No, just right here. I'm gonna switch to the Sigma E42 and I'll take again that shade that I also used in my crease and blending out that brown eyeshadow that I have under my eye. Just repeating what I did on my eyelid, but this time I'm doing the same thing but along my lower lashes. For eyeliner, I'm gonna be using my favorite brown eyeliner. I'm wearing this on my everyday basis. I absolutely love this thing. It's the ColourPop Cream Gel color in the shade Stew. It's fantastic. This is probably the only eyeliner that lasts on me for hours and hours and hours, and I know that when I put it on, I don't need to worry about my eyeliner smudging and making a mess on my eyes. I know that when I put this on, it stays in place until I decide to take it off. It's fantastic. If you guys want an eyeliner that lasts for hours, this one. So I'm gonna take it on a small angled brush. The one that I'm using today is by the brand Motifs. So yeah, I'm gonna create a wing with it. Now this is a beautiful brown eyeliner. However, you can see that it kind of blends with the eyeshadows that I already have on my eyelids. It's not really visible. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this MAC Roller Wheel liquid eyeliner. I won't use the applicator of this eyeliner. I'm just gonna dip my brush inside there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add that MAC eyeliner just in the outer half of my winged eyeliner because it's a little bit of a darker shade of brown, and that way my eyeliner will pop out more. I've had this MAC eyeliner for a while and it's so dry now. It was so difficult to apply it. I had to constantly wipe off my brush on the back of my hand so that I can get rid of the dry product and get some fresh one, and it was madness. But you guys definitely don't need to do that. You don't need to darken up your eyeliner if you don't want to. It's an optional step, so don't feel like you have to do it. You don't have to do it at all. I just thought that it would look so much better if you're able to see my eyeliner, and I wasn't expecting that brown eyeshadow to come out that dark. It's kind of like a surprise for me. This is the first time that I'm creating this look and I'm combining those products, so you know, I wasn't expecting that. Now I'm just adding some mascara on my lashes. I curled them and I'm coating them with some mascara because I want to prepare them for the falsies. While I'm waiting my lash glue to get tacky, I'm gonna take some of this nice bright eyeshadow from that Tarte palette and I'll add it on my brow bone and use it as a highlighting shade. Blending out one more time with that big fluffy brush. Okay, alright, time for the poses. Whenever I'm wearing more dark looks like that, I feel like lashes are such an important step because they make the whole look more completed, more put together. Now let's go ahead and finish up with the face makeup. I'm gonna contour my face with this Sigma Sculpt palette. I'll pick this shade right here and add it in the hollows of my cheeks. I won't be getting into too much details about my face makeup, but now I'm adding some highlighter. This is the Milk Chocolate, I'm adding bronzer. This is the Milk Chocolate bronzer by Too Faced, and I think that it's so suitable for today's look. Not only the name of this bronzer, but also the color. For highlighter, I'll go with the Becca highlighter in the shade Moonstone. Next up, I'm lining my lips with a lip pencil by Motifs in the shade Neutral. Then for lipstick, Mouth Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Dream Boy. It was so difficult for me to find a dark brown lip gloss. I feel like most of the lip glosses out there are pink or coral or, you know, more toned down kind of shades. It's kind of like an unusual color for lip gloss. That's how I feel. I don't know. I don't see that many dark brown lip glosses out there. But I found one, and it's by the brand Pretty Vulgar. It's in the shade Dirty Secret, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that on top of that lipstick. If you decide to try out that Pretty Vulgar lip gloss, just know that it's one of those plumping lip glosses. So when you apply it on your lips, you will feel your lips reacting to it, like you will feel them burning, but at the same time you'll get that cooling sensation. It's very unusual. If you've ever tried plumping lip gloss, you'll know what I'm talking about. I want to tightline my waterline with some white pencil. Oh my god, I literally found the tiniest mirror to do that. And definitely some blush. This is the Jouer Rose Gold Blush Duo, and I'm using the lighter blush shade. And I'll finish up this look with some setting spray. Oh, and by the way, this is one more matte look. You guys know me, I like my shimmers, I like my glitters, I want my eyelids to be sparkling, but lately, look at me! I recently did a tutorial on an all matte makeup look, and in the comments I asked you what do you want to see next. Some of you said that you would like to see more matte looks, not all the time shimmers. You get it, I like them, but you want to see something different, so here you are. I hear you, and here's the proof. And also some of you said that you would like to see a matte look with more toned down colors, something that was not that colorful, because that look that I created in that video was more purplish. So here you go. I got you all covered with this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I hope you liked the look, and if you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that red subscribe button. Also don't forget to press the bell button, which is right next to it, because that way you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. You guys can also follow me on my Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. All of the links down in the description box. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one.